Have you ever wondered what the ancient Egyptians thought about the afterlife? Their answers lie in the Book of the Dead. This intriguing title might conjure images of a single ancient tome, but in reality, the Book of the Dead isn't just one book. Instead, it's a collection of texts, each one etched with care and precision onto papyrus scrolls. These scrolls were not meant for the living, but for the deceased. They were guides, roadmaps for the soul's journey in the afterlife. Each scroll was tailored to its owner, filled with spells, prayers, and instructions to help them navigate the challenges of the underworld. So, think of the Book of the Dead, not as a book of endings, but as a guide to new beginnings. Now that we have a basic understanding, let's delve deeper into its history. The roots of the Book of the Dead trace far back into ancient history. In the cradle of civilization, around the time when the Egyptian Old Kingdom was in full swing, the seeds of what would become the Book of the Dead were being sown. This was a time roughly around 2700 BC, an era when the pyramids were still young and the Sphinx had not yet felt the kiss of time. The origins of the Book of the Dead are found in the pyramid texts, the oldest known religious texts in the world. These texts were inscribed on the inner walls of pyramids, serving as a guide for the pharaoh's soul in the afterlife. They were filled with spells, prayers, and incantations, with the aim of aiding the pharaoh's journey through the underworld and into the afterlife. The pyramid texts were exclusive to the pharaoh, a privilege of the highest order. However, as time passed and the Egyptian Middle Kingdom emerged, these texts began to democratize. They evolved into the coffin texts, which were, as the name suggests, inscribed on coffins, and were accessible to those of high social status, not just the pharaoh. The coffin texts eventually gave way to what we now know as the Book of the Dead during the New Kingdom period. The spells and prayers of the pyramid texts had evolved into a collection of up to 200 chapters, which could be customized according to the deceased's preferences and wealth. The Book of the Dead was no longer confined to walls or coffins. It was now written on papyrus, a type of paper made from the papyrus plant, and was included in the burial equipment of the deceased. It was a democratization of the afterlife, a concept that was once the exclusive domain of the pharaoh, but was now accessible to anyone who could afford a copy of the book. In essence, the Book of the Dead can be seen as an evolution of religious beliefs, reflecting the changing society and beliefs of ancient Egypt over centuries. As centuries passed, these texts evolved, becoming accessible to more than just pharaohs. This is where our Book of the Dead begins to take shape. So what did the Book of the Dead say? What secrets were held within? Let's delve into the mystical world of ancient Egypt and unravel the contents of this fascinating text. The Book of the Dead is a compilation of spells and rituals, each meticulously designed to aid the deceased in their journey through the afterlife. The book acts as a guide, a map if you will, steering the soul through the myriad challenges it faces in the underworld. A prominent theme within the book is judgment. The ancient Egyptians believed that upon death, the heart of the deceased would be weighed against the feather of truth, representing Ma'at, the goddess of truth, balance, and order. If the heart was lighter than the feather, the soul would be granted eternal life. If not, it would be devoured by Ammit, a fearsome creature part lion, part crocodile, part hippopotamus. Spell 125, arguably the most well-known spell from the book, outlines this judgment process, providing a moral code for the living to adhere to. Rebirth is another recurring theme in the book. The Egyptians believed in the concept of Ba and Ka, aspects of the soul that needed to reunite in the afterlife, for the individual to be reborn each day with the rising sun. Various spells in the book cater to this belief, ensuring the safe reunion of Ba and Ka. The journey of the soul is depicted as a perilous voyage fraught with obstacles. The deceased had to navigate through gates, caverns, and rivers, confront hostile creatures, and endure trials by deities. The Book of the Dead provided the necessary spells to overcome these hurdles, including spells for transformation, protection, and knowledge. These spells and rituals were not just words on papyrus, but a lifeline for the deceased, guiding them through the perilous journey of the afterlife. The Book of the Dead was a testament to the ancient Egyptians' belief in life after death, their hopes for eternal existence, and their deep understanding of the mysteries of the universe. The Book of the Dead continues to reveal its secrets even today. As archaeologists and Egyptologists delve deeper into the sands of time, they unearth new fragments of this ancient manuscript, each piece adding to our understanding of the ancient Egyptians' complex beliefs about death and the afterlife. Among the recent discoveries are new papyri finds, incredibly preserved, despite the passage of millennia. These documents, filled with intricate hieroglyphs and vivid illustrations, offer fresh insights into the rituals, prayers, and spells that were so vital to the Egyptians' journey into the afterlife. One such find, the Helena papyrus, named after the archaeologist who discovered it, shines a light on a hitherto unknown spell. This spell was believed to protect the soul from perils in the underworld, a testament to the Egyptians' detailed visions of the afterlife. Another significant discovery is the Nebuchadnezzar's papyrus, which was found in a tomb of a high-ranking priestess named Nebuchadnezzar. This document provides a rare glimpse into the role of women in Egyptian religious and funerary practices, a topic that has often been overshadowed by the focus on pharaohs and male priests. These discoveries are not merely academic curiosities. They deepen our understanding of ancient Egyptian culture, religion, and society. They remind us of the universal human concerns about life, death, and what lies beyond. Yet the Book of the Dead is not a static artifact. Each new find prompts fresh interpretations and revisions of our existing knowledge. The text's complexity and the diversity of its sources mean that there is always more to learn, more to understand. And so, the Book of the Dead is very much alive in the minds of those who study it. Each new papyrus, each new translation, brings us closer to the ancient Egyptians, allowing us to hear their voices echoing across the ages. The Book of the Dead, far from being a closed chapter, continues to unravel the mysteries of the ancient Egyptian afterlife. The Book of the Dead is a fascinating glimpse into the beliefs and rituals of ancient Egypt. This intriguing text, originating around 1500 BC, offers an unparalleled peek into the ancient civilization's perceptions of life, death, and the afterlife. It's a collection of spells, prayers, and instructions designed to guide the deceased through the perils of the underworld and ensure their successful resurrection. Recent archaeological finds continue to shed light on this mystical guidebook. New papyri discoveries affirm the book's ongoing influence, underscoring its significance in the cultural and religious fabric of ancient Egypt. Even today, its contents continue to captivate and educate us, painting a vivid picture of the Egyptians' intricate belief system. So the next time you ponder the mysteries of the afterlife, remember the ancient Egyptians and their Book of the Dead, a guidebook for the journey beyond.